If my history already legally defeated Satan's history in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as inside of the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th of 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, then wouldn't history itself be pregnant with history? Right? See, I'm saying if my history was made legally, then what is history outside of the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida? See, what is that history? If it's not legal, and if my history is in accordance with the Constitution, then what is the history being made outside of the court? Wouldn't that be history made outside of the Constitution? So now, if history is a chronological record of significant events, then what is a significant event? Let's go to significant. Having meaning, right? So now, a crime is a significant event, but it's a crime, right? Now, the significance, which is the meaning of the crime, right, is not known until the person who committed the crime is brought to justice. Now, let's look up justice. Because like I say, see, I only get one life to explain to my great-great-grandchildren for whom I would never meet me. You see, I need to talk to them about me, right? And I'm saying, how would if you doing this to me in my lifetime, well, what you gonna do to my grandchildren? Like, when you gonna tell them what you doing to me, right? Like, this whole generation is sitting here acting like they ain't starving me and taking my life from me. So now, because I live in the information age, I'm able to do a class that if Dr. Martin Luther King wasn't given the news media, how would we know all of this news footage, right? If they wasn't bold enough or felt confident enough, because they probably was making him look ignorant. You see, because if they had a good motive, why they not putting me on the news? So see what I'm saying? Like, that was probably entertainment for them. Look how they scared. Look. But then what they saw was when he was talking so intelligent and he was making a case, they realized that they had brought him into all of the living rooms of people who didn't think like they thought. See, so they miscalculated. Like the Bible say, they didn't add up the cost. You see, now they've done it again. See, they always think they know until they find out that they were wrong. See, but when you have the masses, you have time to undo what you did. So then they killed him, like they killed all of their problems, right? See, then, okay, you go to court. All right, they say this guy did it. One guy, right? He go, fall guy, everybody else go on with their life, right? But when it go to court, now all of the co-conspirators, see a conspiracy, right? I'm looking it up. Conspiracy, legal definition, is an agreement between two or more people to commit an act prohibited by law. Not prohibited. Let me break that down for you. Not permitted. Forbidden by authority, right? So that means that the authority, like the police forbid it, is against it. The judges is against it. The Congress is against it. You supposed to be against it. That's what that means, right? To commit, permitted by law, or to commit a lawful act by means prohibited by law, right? Now, I see you don't know that agreement with Dr. Martin Luther King because he was dead. See, the assassination worked, just like when they killed Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee. See? Now, how about if they missed? And now Dr. Martin Luther King was mean. See, they would have to hide him. But then what about the history? Didn't you still kill him? See? Because your agreement was to get rid of him. See what I'm saying? Like I'm telling my family. I'm saying, well, you gonna get rid of the business plan that made me rich. See, why would you get rid of the business plan that made me rich? Because I'm trying to duplicate my riches in you. But you say, oh man, you know, that plan failed. I'm saying, well, if I went to court to defend my plan with my life and I won my life, how you can't see the legal foundation of my plan? So say if I never was rich, right, then I can see you saying that my plan didn't work. But now let's go, see, this is why I'm showing the conspiracy of how my house was stolen. And I'm going back to the post office, the United States Postal Service, because I have 6 EEOs. See, now, let me show you what that is. I'm going to the NOLO dictionary here. This the legal dictionary. EEO. Okay, it's EEOC, it's Equal Opportunity Employment Commission. Now that's where I originally filed my individual complaint. So when people say, man, you should take care of yourself, I'm saying, man, I have 6 EEOs in on the post office. But see, if you don't, that's like saying you've been emancipated and you don't know what emancipate means. So it's like, that's over your head. See what I'm saying? I'm telling them about this. This is from the Civil Rights Act of 1964. That's why I'm able to take it to court with me, because I used it in employee and against employer litigation. See, I was always fighting them according to my rights. See, that's why I have a friend, and I had asked him, we was in the Navy together, and he is like my John. Well, matter of fact, his name is John. See, he is the one that I can then call to the stand and say, hey, remember that time I had that, what we call that, PMS, right? And that's planned maintenance schedule, right? So now when you in the Navy, this like your house, see? And so if you don't do the PMS checklist and you do everything you supposed to do, you get brought up, and that's a serious charge. If you ain't do what you was supposed to do, man, and you got the whole ship in jeopardy. So I had this, they called it a spot check. And they had this new officer, he a ensign, right? Like he the lowest of the officers, right? So he get to the ship and he wants to do a spot check. You know what I'm saying? So they give him me. And they already knew that this wasn't going well for me. That's what they thought. See, because here they got this, and boy, he was everything they thought he was, boy. I mean, boy. So I'm in there, man. I get the card, and I'm like, you take the anesthesia, which is it's like silicone, but it's not. It's like to stop the rust. So because you know we got salt water, you put the anesthesia on there so it don't rust, so you can open up that valve if you need to open up that valve real fast, because you got to get the bilge, you got to get the water out of the bilge. You see what I'm saying? Like the bilge is like a place where the water that come in the ship go and settle. It's like your water well in a boat. But boy, it's a lot of water. So you got to open these valves to get that water out. It's like a bilge pump. See, I was a machinist mate on the last steam carrier in the Navy, the USS Lexington. So I'm doing this spot check, man. And man, I ain't thinking about this dude, man. I'm thinking about what I got to do. So this cat tell me, he say, you did everything right. He say, but you didn't do one step. And man, I'm sitting up there going over the thing, cause now I'm tripping. He say, you didn't call me sir. Man, I looked at that white man. I say, man, I say, I can't call you sir. I say, I can call you ensign, so-and-so. I can call you anything but sir. He say, what? I say, yeah, I can't call you sir. He say, why? I say, because it's against my religion. Man, white man shot up the stairs. I was like, man, fuck him. See, because I'm saying, man, we here on the spot checking. You want to goddamn, excuse me. I done got mad again. But I'm saying, you know, like, man, I could be written up and you telling me the only thing I didn't do was say sir to you. You wouldn't be down here doing this when I'm doing this for real. So you overlooking me, man. You ain't here. You understand me? I'm down here trying to get this here. So if we need to get water out this bilge, I can get water out this bilge. But you trying to act like you deserve respect from me? Man, you don't know me. You don't deserve no respect from me. You know what I'm saying? So my partner that I was in the Navy with, when I go back to back to the engine room, the phones rang like this, wow, wow, like a siren, because we in the engine room. So you can't hear it because of the engines, and you have ear protection in. So it got to ring real loud, wow, wow. I say, hey, bro, that's for me. It's like he say, well, I say, man, white man told me to call him sir. I got pissed off, and I told him, and he laughing. He don't believe I done it, but I did it, right? So I go up there, they call me in the office. Everybody in there but the captain. The Chang in there, the XO. That's it. That's what it is. It's the captain, the executive officer, the XO, the Chang. So everybody was in there but the captain. Everybody else was in there. So they figured like I'm gonna walk in there and act like I'm scared, but I'm still mad, right? So I walk in, and so my senior chief, he asked me, why can't I call him sir? And I said, you know how y'all don't eat meat? He say, man, get your ass up out of here. That's my senior chief. He knew. He say, that's why he was like, man, y'all know not to get that man. No, you know he not going for that. So that's what, man, like that's what I'm saying. That actually happened, right? Now, so I put an EEO in. Now, back to that. The EEO is Equal Opportunity Employee Commission. It's the federal agency responsible for interpreting and enforcing laws that prohibit, remember, see, let's go back to prohibit. See, this is what I'm telling them. See, I'm breaking them down. See, but I'm actually teaching though, because my people don't know. See, so this is what I'm saying. If you have two histories fighting in the womb of justice and one escaped out into the world, then how do the world know that one history has escaped? See, but in the Bible it said they called him Jacob. See, and then he became Israel. See, he had to flee. See, so when he came and I trapped him in court, he out there amongst you, because he can't come touch me. So he needs you now to let Barabbas go, which is him, and then kill the truth again, which is your Jesus. See what I'm saying? See, the truth has become sacrificial to a liar. So now, if a liar will lie, then is not the liar sacrificing you too? So see how my history in court is telling you that that world history is prohibited by law. See, look, not permitted, forbidden, not. See, that's biblical. See, so when they use prohibited, that's biblical, because it says forbidden by authority. So forbidden is that fruit. Remember, forbidden fruit. So now forbidden, not permitted or allowed, not conforming to the usual selection principles. So now, not conforming, wouldn't that also mean not formed? Now, let's go biblically. See, now we in the EEO. See, I'm showing you the EEO, the federal agency responsible for interpreting. So now, they were supposed to interpret the information that I'm giving them as a person who was protected by the Civil Rights Act of 1964 with this EEO. It was established so I would not be taken advantage of by the old America Jim Crow ideology. See, because it's not a law, and it was never a law. See, that it was an ideology called Jim Crow. Just like your religion is Baptist, a Methodist, Catholic. See, that ideology was called Jim Crow. It's a religion, it's a principle, it's a way of life. So to save us, the descendants of Dr. Martin Luther King and the Civil Rights Movement, we was given the protection of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. See, so this is what disappoints me about the disciples of Dr. Martin Luther King, because they should have been using, okay, so if Jesus was with his disciples, right, and they say that when he saw a young man with a spirit in him, they said what he did. He took the spirit out of the young man and put it in pigs, right? And then he says he gave them the power to cast out evil spirits, right? So now, if Dr. Martin Luther King had followers, confidants, companions, why did they not do what I'm doing? Show me one case where a follower of Dr. Martin Luther King filed an EEO for a federal employee. See, they come when your kid is dead, or your mother, or your father. See, that's too late. See, I'm coming to you with knowledge of what Dr. Martin Luther King left for me, and I knew it when I was 22, and I applied it. I knew it when I was in high school. See, I never stopped being me, ever. Never, never, never. See what I'm saying? So my history started with every disciple I created. So like, if I had did wrong, right, this history that I'm telling you about would have been used against me. See, I'm saying, because, oh, see, he told white man he couldn't tell him sir. But did you know that the white man was wrong? See, because we out to sea. We wasn't in port. We was out to sea. And see, people who in the Navy know when you out to sea, ain't no, see, hey, man, nobody okay. We walk around with white shirts on. Man, we out to sea, man. We ain't with that foolishness, man. We could die here. Now we out back in the dock there. All right, man. But we out to sea. This real out here. This ain't no game, man. And you just came here, man. And that's why they gave him me. But see, I'm saying tame me. What is that? Like, what is tame me and you violating the law? See, but do a fool know that his history is choking him out? Because he don't understand he done lost authority. See, he don't understand it because he don't read what he write. He say what was wrote. See? Why would he read it if his granddaddy wrote it? And granddaddy told him. See, that's what I'm telling y'all. When I was in church, they told the Bible, you can hear it. And once I hear some foolishness, I turn off. See, because I'm saying, man, I can't have you messing with my mind. See, because my mind is my weapon. But if you don't use your mind, how do you know what it's capable of if you don't use it? So see, at the beginning of my history, right, I had to understand that every battle is not a fight. And every fight is not a battle. See what I'm saying? Because your mind, my mind, works differently than your mind. Because it's mine. So I had to learn how to live with it. See, okay, like, people say move on as if I'm not in the same scene that they in. I'm saying, if I was in prison and you told me that it would still hurt me, but I would understand what you saying because I have to start learning how to live in prison. But when you say that to me and I'm in the same scene you in and I'm trying to show you how I made some money because the people wanted to give me back my life, but I wanted to teach my way of life because my daughter had allowed me to see. See, like when I was running, see, and then here come the post office. So it's like you running through, I mean, I guess it's like Miss Harriet Tubman, man. How could you stop and think, what? Because you got to go tomorrow and fight tomorrow, right? So I'm just stacking information. Like, that's why I'm telling you I have 6 EOs, right? That's what these are. Federal agencies responsible for 9. Let me see, EEOC, that's the EEO. So that's the complaint. So I have 6 EEOs. See, that's what I was telling another coworker of mine when he didn't know that those were administrative judges that was coming in the post office. See, I'm saying, no, man, them wasn't grievances, them were EEOs. See, this is what I'm saying. if progress, okay, hold on. I want you kids, I want my grandkids, which is all kids. See, I'm saying all of y'all. Now, y'all can decide, because I'm my own religion. See, it's hard to be me. I'm even realizing that. So all I'm saying is take of me what you can handle. Don't take more than you can handle, because I'm not trying to break you like people have been trying to break me. I'm trying to make you something unbreakable. You see what I'm saying? And this, you may not be able to see my strength. Because, see, I'm not like Dr. Martin Luther King. I'm not scared. See, I'm not scared. Man, he was scared. And I saw it, man. And I saw the fear in his eyes. And I'm like, man, y'all was wrong, man. Y'all was wrong, man. That man was helping us, man. And y'all sat there, man was scared, man. And I saw when they said Jesus sweated blood, and I saw in Dr. Martin Luther King, and I sent it to my cousin, and I sent it to everybody I could. And y'all need to watch that, man. Google it when he was in the church, and they had him on TV, and that man was so scared, man. That man was, but he was trying to be stoic, man, but you could see, man. You could see the fear. But I mean, he had every right. America was against him, man. And all the man wanted was us to have the right to dream. And now we come and we celebrate his birthday and we do all of that. And we sell dope on his street, prostitution on his streets. Man, don't y'all think these people looking at us, laughing at us? Do you see any of they Bunker Hill? That's called hollow ground. Like where they fought for their freedom, man, ain't nothing there, man. Nothing. Look, it's protected site. But now they give us a street, and look what we do. No business, but business. The business we do. So now, when they sitting back talking to their grandchild about their history, they take their grandchild to Bunker Hill. But when they show their grandchild what they gave us, and we think it's ours, but look what we do. It's not something that's hollow to us, but on his birthday, man, when we gonna start being real? I mean, like, when are we gonna do something everlasting instead of being jokes? Let's build on instead of tearing down, right? So, because if somebody gave us what they gave us and we done with it what we've done with it, then why we can't do with this truth what I did with it to show you the power of it? But you want me to come with money. And I'm saying, well, if I come with money, I also come with evil. And the Bible said it ain't evil. It say the love of money. I say, see? The love of money. So why would I come to you with money if I love you? Wouldn't I come with the evidence of the love that I already showed you? But see, you want money. That's why you robbing me. So see, why you bringing the evil to me, that's why I didn't bring money to you. See, if I'd have brought money to you, you wouldn't see the love that I'm showing my grandchildren's grandchildren. See, and I put it in a book. See, that's why I'm telling their mother and their father that I was teaching you how to read so you could get your inheritance. See, you need to go and get when your daddy was 25 and he wrote the first declaration for your independence. See, that's why I'm telling you, my history is now inside of history fighting. And now people say my history is 15 years old. I'm saying in court, that's when it was irrefutable. See what I'm saying? That's when you couldn't even question it because of Amendment 14, Section 4. See, but I'm showing you all that I knew the laws before. I just didn't know how the court system ran because I only saw it on TV. I never was in trouble with the law. See, so when I saw that it was time and I was in court, now I am delivering my history on a platter.